These 5 books will 100%, without a doubt, help you get to your first 6 to even 7 figures as a coach. So I'm a big book reader. I love books because they allow you to be able to download knowledge, wisdom, and perspective from other people's expertise and or experiences. And I think that when you're a coach, one of the quickest, easiest, and most cost-effective investments that you can make is getting the right books. But not only that, y'all family, right? I like to recommend books that are timely. I had a friend who was dealing with some interesting things in his relationship at one point, and I recommended him The Way of the Superior Man by David Dida. And the reason why is because it was a book that was very timely for what he's experienced. And I remember when he came back and he hugged me and he cried and he thanked me because it helped to give him a different perspective to be able to navigate some of the challenges that he was going through. And so reading books that offer context and perspective towards any experience that you may be having, a challenge that you may be going through, or a goal that you're trying to achieve is where you really get to reap the benefits in the context that's provided by these. And so what I want to do is share the books that helped turn me into a 6-figure coach, right? Now, I'm not saying that these books alone did it. I've joined tons of coaching programs. However, these books have always provided me with a lot of different principles that keep me grounded and that help me solve problems. And so let's jump right into it. The first book is going to be Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. I think Expert Secrets is a phenomenal book that really breaks down how to build and cultivate a movement, not just a coaching business or consulting services, but a movement, how to actually break down your intellectual property into a marketable message, how to choose a niche. Russell really does a great job, even with the illustrations, sort of demonstrating a lot of the different pillars between building a movement, from your attractive character all the way towards how you cultivate your vehicle of change, how to choose your niche and how to choose your market. This is, I would say, is the godfather book when it comes to building a coaching movement, especially if you're somebody who deep inside of you, like, you don't just want to help people make more money, get in shape, or do whatever it is you do. You want to really build a movement that helps people move with a certain identity shift to keep them thriving in their life with context to how you help. So Expert Secrets is definitely going to be number one if you're really looking to learn how to conceptualize your expertise and your intellectual property to the market and to solve a problem and build a movement. Number two, $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi. $100 Million is by far one of the most practical, actionable, and effective books that have been written for online coaches and consultants. Alex Hormozi does an incredible job really breaking down how to craft offers that make people literally feel stupid for not even buying. But he really breaks down a lot of different aspects of psychology, what makes an offer irresistible versus what's okay. And even as I talk about offer refinement a lot, there are a lot of principles that I've actually learned from this book that has allowed me myself to create irresistible offers as well as teach my clients. So there's a lot of principles in there, worksheets, and context that is going to allow you to really see, like, what are the different parts of my offer that make it irresistible, from the duration towards how you gauge people's unwanted effort and sacrifice towards getting to a solution, and how you can create psychological solutions and all these different things, costing so much great value in this book. I would 100% recommend. There's no affiliate link here. Just get the damn book, coach. Number three, PsychoCybernetics. Now, when I first got this book, I had heard about it from a lot of people. It started off kind of slow. Like, I'm the type of guy, I like books that kind of just jump right into it. However, PsychoCybernetics does a great job around expanding how to really shift your identity. And it gives a lot of practical ways to do that. And one of the things I really like the most is it talks about how physical changes can really help you update your habits and update your identity. And it really does a good job of breaking down exactly why that happens. And so when you're somebody that is a coach and you're looking to evolve your habits, your performance, the way that you operate, so that way you can step into that 6-figure or 7-figure coach that you're looking to become, this gives you some really good actionable steps. Like, I would say if you were a person that dealt with procrastination or bad habits, one of the things I would always say is just like change your image. Go hire a stylist or a fitness or transformation coach. And the reason being is because changing your image is one of the quickest ways to reinvent your identity. And so if you're looking to go from, selling a couple of clients a month to really being able to bring home 25, 50, 100K a month as a coach, go get in shape. Like, literally, those habits are stuck with you. The greatest way to change habits is to shift and evolve your identity. The most practical and quickest way to do that is to actually see a physical change. So maybe go buy a bespoke suit or get in shape or change your environment, but it gives you a lot of context as to how to actually evolve. And that's why I think that book is another great book on the list. The next one is going to be Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Now, a lot of people rip and rave about, Think and Grow Rich. And honestly, I think Think and Grow Rich is a very overrated book. I think it takes way too long to kind of say the same thing over and over and over again. And if I'm just being honest, Think and Grow Rich is a great book when you are an aspiring entrepreneur. However, it doesn't really hold that much value when you are already in the game and you've already learned how to build that burning desire and tap into that burning desire that they talk about so much in that book. Outwitting the Devil offers the next level of context in your journey. See, Outwitting the Devil is for you, once you've already made those investments, you've already tapped in, you already started building out your process and your focus in your business. Because with each new level of focus inside of your business comes new distractions. And I think Outwitting the Devil, specifically chapters 4 through 6, A Conversation with the Devil, it really breaks down how the devil, or better known as the lowest version of ourselves, how that begins to take over. It talks about the idea of how the devil, the lowest version of ourselves, works his way into our lives through drifting and through a lot of other different things that they talk about in the book. But it's important because as you begin to evolve inside of your coaching business, you begin to see how you drift. At first, it's like getting rid of bad habits, smoking, drinking, bad friends. But then you realize that the next level of drifting is trying to take advantage of trying to do too many businesses at one time. And then you realize that the next level of drifting is trying to do too many things inside of your business at one time. And so you really get to understand this super evergreen principle of how to be able to identify and align with your highest self and operate with your highest self. So again, Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, I'm going to say is definitely a non-negotiable. And then the last book is going to be called A Happy Pocket Full of Money. Now, interestingly enough, I actually got this book as a welcome package for a coaching program I joined. And it just so be that that specific coaching program helped me to really elevate my mindset around pricing my high ticket offer. Now, what this book goes over is money consciousness. And at first, I wasn't really into it because I'm a super more left brain, practical type of guy. At the time, it really just wasn't that insightful to me. However, I revisit this book on multiple occasions, especially anytime I found myself having limiting beliefs about money. This book does a great job on speaking to how you cultivate a wealth mindset. One of the things that it talks about for me that's so impactful was setting your intention. And a lot of times we don't realize if we set an intention, God or the universe, I don't know if you're religious, if you're watching this, however you decide to perceive this, but God or the universe, it's going to test you. It's going to test your intention. So you may say, hey, I want to make 6 figures a month in my coaching business. But then you go do something that's completely unaligned with that. You go decide that you just want to work a job and not even run your coaching business, even on the side. Or maybe you say that you want to be in an environment that inspires you. When it's time to renew your lease, you still keep your apartment in that crappy part of town where the environment's super low vibrational. And so it speaks to a various amount of topics. However, one of the things that really stuck there with me was that God is going to test your intentions. When you affirm something, you manifest something, you're going to have the opportunity to choose it. And so, one of the things that you need to do, especially around your beliefs around money, is put an intention out into the universe and make sure that your actions and your beliefs follow suit within that intention. And that's just one small facet of the tons of value that this book can give you and the tons of perspective it can give you when it comes to speaking about your relationship with your money consciousness and your belief patterns. And so, Coach, Expert Secrets, $100 million offers, PsychoCybernetics, Outwitting the Devil, A Pocket Full of Money. These are 5 books that I feel are 100% going to help you in your journey to becoming that 6- and 7-figure coach that you're looking to become right now. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, feel free to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. My name is Coach Tice, and I help high-ticket coaches drive more sales to their business by using what I call the content sales formula. If that sounds like you, check this description below to learn more about how we can help. And Coach, let's keep on working. We'll tap in soon.